We can count the hours now to the 120th playing of Texas-Oklahoma. Before this year's All-State Red River Rivalry, we're thrilled to be joined by Longhorns head coach Steve Sarkisian. And Coach, you've been on staffs in the Pac-12 and the SEC, now the Big 12 into the SEC. What does it mean to you to be part of this rivalry, playing at the Cotton Bowl?
This is a tremendous game to be part of. To think this is the 120th meeting of these two schools. You think about the great players, the great teams, the great coaches, and for this to be my fourth one is pretty humbling. You know, it's an amazing experience being at the state fair, coming down both teams in the same tunnel, the crowd being split right down the 50-yard line. It's an awesome atmosphere for college football.
Well, you've said this week Quinn Ewers will return. Plan is for him to start. That old adage, if you have two QBs, you have no QBs, that does not apply here. A lot of coaches would give their left arm to have either Quinn or Arch Manning. Coach, in the era of a transfer portal, how have you been able to not just placate but develop two very high-level quarterbacks?
Well, I think it speaks volumes to the character of both young men. Both these guys work extremely hard. They both understand and respect what the other guy's doing in his development, and both kind of at different stages, quite frankly. Quinn in year 3 with us as a third-year starter. Arch in year 2. I've been thoroughly impressed by both guys and their work ethic. But more importantly, I've been impressed with them as just who they are as teammates, and especially teammates with one another. The support they give each other, whether it's Quinn in there and Arch supporting him, or when Arch was in there the last couple weeks and Quinn was supporting him. So we're really fortunate. I know there's probably a lot of guys around the country would like to be in our situation, but we're fortunate to have, two really good players, but better than that, two really good teammates.
Coach, how did your own experience as a college quarterback yourself inform the psychology and how to balance all of that?
Well, I don't know. I don't try to take too much of the credit for this. We've been fortunate over the years to have been in quarterback rooms with a lot of really good players, at different stops. And I think when you can focus on what you need to do to be the best player that you can be from a developmental standpoint, focus on what you need to do to be the best teammate you can be and not get caught up in what the other guys are doing, that allows you to stay positive, to see growth, and then appreciate the growth that the other guys are working on and how they're getting better as a player as well.
Coach, you've been preparing all season, certainly preparing all week. On the eve of this massive game, you've met with the team today. What was your message to them?
Go be us. I think there's a style and manner in which we play. We believe in our formula for success, and that starts on Monday and builds its way all the way and kind of crescendos all the way into Saturday. And then we've got a style in which we like to play the game of football. And the key for us is to go play our brand, our style of football, and then see where the chips fall from there.
Well, Coach, as we know, anybody who's followed college football knows, being number one in October doesn't always mean you're number one come playoff time. What must happen for this group to remain in play as a potential championship contender, not just through this weekend, but over the next 2 to 3 months?
Well, I think the key to the drill is take it 1 week at a time. And I know that's the old coaching adage, but I think that's so true, especially in the Southeastern Conference. Every week is so challenging, not only physically, but mentally. And for us to maintain mental intensity throughout this season with great preparation, and then still, like I said, playing our brand of football, which is definitely a physical and fast brand of football, then we got a pretty good shot to kind of, put ourselves in position to achieve some of our goals this year.
It's number 1 Texas, number 18 Oklahoma. The All-State Red River Rivalry kicks at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, 2:30 p.m. from Dallas. Coach Steve Sarkisian, thank you so much for joining us here on SportsCenter. Best of luck.
All righty. Thank you. Hook 'em.